The Dravida Munnetra Kazhagam, in alliance with the Congress, part of the India bloc, has announced their candidates for the upcoming elections. Remember, Tamil Nadu goes to polls on April 19th in the first phase of the 7-phase general election. The DMK also released their manifesto today. Bring back Article 370, roll back of CAA, cut the wings of the governor, bring in constitutional change. These are some of the promises, eye-grabbing ones, made by the DMK in its manifesto. Now, the BJP has dubbed this as controversial, questioning, first of all, if this is a manifesto being put forth by the India bloc, considering it's got several raging national issues also mentioned. The DMK and MK Stalin, speaking to India Today, has said that this manifesto is a vision for the India bloc when they come to power in the country, according to him. Let's get you this report with all the reactions first.
Battle lines are drawn in Tamil Nadu. Chief Minister MK Stalin on Wednesday released his party's 2024 poll manifesto. DMK vowed to restore Jammu and Kashmir's special status, something which only centre has the power to. DMK also promised to remove CAA, which has been recently promulgated. Stalin even vowed more powers to states by taking away powers exclusively to centre's domain. Stalin's vows to stall issues like Uniform Civil Code may impact ally Congress's poll prospects. Speaking to India Today, Stalin said his promises are realistic, since India bloc will emerge victorious.
Sir, sir. Sir, நீங்க கொடுத்திருக்க பல இந்த அறிக்கையில வந்திருக்க பல இன்ஃபர்மேஷன்ஸ் பார்க்கிறதுக்கு சென்ட்ரல் கவர்மெண்ட் உடைய ஸ்கீம்ஸ் மாதிரி இருக்குது. சோ இது வந்து இண்டி பிளாக்க்கு மொத்தமா சேர்த்து நீங்க கொடுத்திருக்கீங்களா இல்ல திமுக கொடுத்திருக்கீங்களா சார்?
ஆமா, எங்க கூட்டணி தான வரப்போகுது மேல. அந்த தைரியத்தில் தான் கொடுத்திருக்கோம்.
DMK asserted its manifesto will have a pan-India impact.
You have the 64-page manifesto here. It seems more like the manifesto for across India than Tamil Nadu.
Because it's an election for across India, it is a parliamentary election, so that is why we focus more on national issues.
Manifesto is the cynosure of all the eyes. It is not only the manifesto for Tamil Nadu, but for the entire states of India. It has all the progressive announcements that will undo all the regressive laws which have been brought down by BJP.
The BJP and AIADMK slammed DMK's bid to alter the basic tenet of constitution and federalism. BJP asked Congress if it backs DMK proposals.
DMK party, if you take back the history, they don't dedicate their allegiance to the constitution 100%. They have been time and again going against it, be it a language, be it a regional issues, be it a Sri Lanka issue. So they have never told the line of the nation.
The first initial opinion that comes to my mind is it's a masala manifesto to hoodwink the people of Tamil Nadu. They are the one who said if voted to power in assembly, we will get away with NEET with just one signature. Then they created a narrative that they have got 75 lakh signatures from the public to get away with NEET. That went directly to the dustbin. Now they are again reiterating, saying that if voted to power, we will abolish NEET. People of Tamil Nadu are sick and tired of this hoodwinking methodology of DMK. They are pathological liars.
Will DMK manifesto help or hurt the India bloc's poll prospects outside Tamil Nadu? With Pramod Madhav in Chennai and Nagarjun Dwarkanath in Bengaluru, Bureau Report, India Today.
Let me bring in Pramod Madhav, who is joining us live from Chennai with more on this. Pramod, good evening. We played out that sequence where you questioned the Chief Minister directly on whether this was a manifesto on national issues for the India bloc or whether this was a DMK manifesto. And he said that this is a manifesto based on the belief that the India bloc will come to power in the centre. Are we then to assume that the Congress is on the same page on many of these issues like UCC, where so far they've refused to take a stand?
Good evening, Akshita. That's the reason we put forward this question to the Chief Minister himself, because whatever he has said is something that's supposed to be from like the union government or like someone who's competing for the union government's stance. Just like you mentioned, it should be Congress or to be more careful, the Indie bloc coming together and releasing such a manifesto, because such thing has not happened so far. It is a DMK manifesto, but it's speaking entirely for the country. And earlier the Chief Minister also said that like the Dravidian model will be expanded across the nation. Does Indie bloc's other parties, are they okay with it? Is something DMK has to give us an answer, but so far they couldn't. But the Chief Minister very clearly mentions that he is very much confident that Indie bloc's going to win, and that's the reason he used the word confidence, and confidently he has released this manifesto where most of it, like a CAA, be it CAA or be it the governor's role and such, is something only the union government can go ahead and decide, Akshita.
All right. Pramod, request you to stay on with me. We're going to need your inputs in the coming minutes as well as we track closely what's playing out in Tamil Nadu. Let's get in the BJP and the DMK on this broadcast. We've got Narayanan Tirupati, Vice President of the state unit of BJP in Tamil Nadu. We've got also Dharnidharan, DMK spokesperson, with us on this broadcast. Good evening to both of you. Mr. Narayanan Tirupati, if I can begin with you, what's your view of the DMK's manifesto? They're saying that, look, we are confident that the India bloc will come to power. That's why we've raised several national issues.
See, first of all, they said that, when they came to power in 2021, they said that with one signature they will abolish NEET. What happened to that? Then they said, education loans will be waived off for the students before 3 years. What happened to that? Now again they are saying that if they come to power, they will, go with suspend the education loans. And then they have said that, the LPG gas, they said that it will be given at 500 rupees, whereas they promised, a reduction of 100 rupees per cylinder in 2021, which they have not done. Petrol, they said they will reduce 3 rupees. So far, they have not reduced anything. Toll gates, this is a very, very important thing, actually. The toll gates, they say that if they win, that it will be taken away. It will be, yes, it was taken away by the DMK. Actually, it was taken away by the DMK. And, there is a clause that suppose if they want to get rid of the toll gates in any state, the state government has to take the responsibility of repaying to the contractors who have incurred expenses, who have done this work. And so it is the DMK in Tamil Nadu which should have done that, but they have not done. So there are a lot of things. They said that they will alter the constitution. They have been saying that BJP is against the constitution. Now they say that they will alter the constitution. They have been always divisive right from the day one, and they are. So even now they say that the CAA will be abolished. Who are they to abolish CAA? I don't understand. And the thing is that they don't know what is CAA. They have not studied the bill or they have not studied the law. So they should, first of all, they should understand what is CAA. It is not. It cannot be a poll promise at all.
So let's take this issue by issue. Dharnidharan, if I can come across to you, you've got Narayanan Tirupati saying that essentially even previously the promises made by the DMK quite simply haven't been fulfilled, and now the stage is being set with the promises that you've made at the national level. Can you actually fulfill some of these promises? Dharnidharan, can you unmute yourself, please?
Oh, sorry. So firstly, thank you for having me on the show. So DMK is not a party that says one thing today and another thing tomorrow. Our stance on most of the issues have been consistent since the 1940s, since the inception of the party, right? In fact, if you look at the poll promises made on 2021, we have nearly fulfilled more than 90% of the promises. On the contrary, BJP has not fulfilled most of its promises that was made in 2014 and 2019. Even most of the newspapers made a comment about it just before 2019 elections.
No, but let's talk about those promises, Dharnidharan. You're saying that promises have been fulfilled. The issue of NEET, for example, the DMK promised they'd ban it. The reality is that the DMK can't do it on their own, but at the same time, you've promised it. Again, you've promised the same thing.
See, if I can explain, let me explain. For example, when DMK came to power in 2006 under Kalanya, until then there was an entrance exam for medical seats in Tamil Nadu. So we abolished this. How? We passed a resolution, sent it to the governor sent it to the president. And then the constitution worked how it should work, because governor's job is not to question the bill passed by the assembly. So he subtly passed it to the president. President immediately passed it. But here, when we passed the resolution for NEET and sent it to the governor, he was sitting on it for more than a year. It was put in abeyance for more than a year. Then, after putting in abeyance and sent to the president is sitting on it forever. This president sitting on the bill sent by the Modi government. Can you just tell me one bill on which the president is sitting, right, which is sent by the Modi government? No. So here, the constitutional authorities are not job. They are not following the constitution, which is why we have.
So you're saying, which is why you're saying that there should be a change in the constitution.
Based on consensus of the state government, which is a very important point we have made, that any appointment of governor should be made on consensus of the state government.
But isn't the chief minister consulted? Isn't the chief minister already consulted? The norms are that the president already consults the chief minister.
Do you think? Pardon? I didn't get
you.
The
president consults the chief minister.
In the sense, but what we say is not binding. If it is binding, we wouldn't have R. N. Ravi as a governor. We wouldn't have Tamilisi Soundaraj as a governor. We will have people who are non-partisan players as governors. And another most important point is that Article 361 has to be abolished because governors do not follow the constitution because they are above the court. So if they are answerable to the court, these things would not happen. And
on the point of the governors, Narayanan Tirupati, your response. Your response, Dharidharan is saying that these governors' powers must be curtailed because essentially the state is at the mercy of these governors. He's giving the example of NEET.
First of all, I would like to say that the constitutional authority is the governor, and he acts representing the President of India. So he has to go by what the Constitution says. So when Dharidharan says he is a constitutional authority, obviously, he will definitely use his powers and he will use the right thing, the right law. We have to understand that. And when, our Pramod Madhav questioned Mr. Stalin that as to why you have made a lot of promises with the central government scheme, something like that, he said, I quote, he said, Yenga Kutanidan, Mela Varapogadu, Mela means in the top. That is our alliance. He will be in the top, that is Delhi. So that means even Mr. Stalin have understood that the central government has got more powers. In the top means what? Above us, above the state. So it is not Narayanan who said this. It is the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, DMK Chief, Mr. MK Stalin, for an answer to Pramod Madhav said these words. I just saw that, I just heard that. Right? Okay, so that is the reason. The governors are using their authority. The governor will never go beyond the constitution. And you have some lot of resolutions unconstitutionally. Definitely the governor will reject it or he will withhold it. It is his right.
Okay, let's raise the other issue here that Mr. Tirupati mentioned in his opening remarks, which is, Dharidharan, the fact that national issues like Article 370, UCC, One Nation, One Poll, you've made promises on all of that. Something that the DMK personally can't assure voters on.
See, firstly, I would like to make one more important point, right? Abolition of Article 361 is very important because governors have time and again gone against the constitution. If you look at the recent Supreme Court verdicts, Supreme Court has questioned the governors. Of course, they can't pass a ruling against them. And this has delayed. For example, bills were put in abeyance in Tamil Nadu for more than a year. Only after we went to the Supreme Court was done. But each time if states have to go to the Supreme Court to make governors follow the constitution, it results in delay. And people are at the loss because we are not able to deliver the people. People has given us the mandate. And having said that, this is a manifesto for the union government elections. So the issues at hand are issues that are dealt in the parliament, which is why we have spoken our stance in this. Based on this, people will vote.
But it's not stand, is it? Dharidharan, it's not you saying this is my stand on this issue. It's you saying we promise to do this. If you vote for us, can the DMK make that kind of a promise? If, for example, out of 39 seats, the DMK is given, let's say, 38 seats, you ensure a complete sweep, you get all 39 in even. Can you go ahead and do any of the stuff that you're promising on your manifesto?
No, it is on the, when we are making a manifesto, it is under the strong belief, which is also true, that India Alliance will win with a trumping majority. Once we have majority in the parliament, we can revoke many of the regressive laws made by the union BJP government, point one. We will also stop regressive practices like one nation, one election. So, which is why we have made those promises. In fact, if you look at petrol diesel prices, in
So your
2014
answer,
was the same level what
so
we
your
are
answer, Dhanidharan, I'll make it simple for you. Your answer then is no. You have to ensure that you win in the center, and it can't just be the DMK. Even if the DMK gets 39 seats, that's not going to be good enough.
We are winning. We are
because
winning.
other parties also have to win. Other parties also have to win. It's contingent on that.
No, see, in this, and each of us will win. Each of us will form a government, and after winning, we will fulfill all these promises. I am very certain, right? Manifesto is made on the pretext that we win, right? This is also made on the pretext that we win, and after winning, we will make all those regressive laws made redundant. That's all.
Okay, Narayanan
no
Tirupati, your response. Your response. They're saying that, look, these are promises based on the basis that we will come to power, which is exactly what the BJP does.
See, Dharanidharan initially said that DMK is a party which will say something one day and the other thing one day. That's what I also said that in 2021 they said that LPG prices will come down. It has not come down. Now also they say that. In 2021 they said education loans should be waived off. Now also they are saying they came to power, they did not do. Now also they are saying. They said that petrol prices will be lowered if they come to power in 2021. They did not do. Now also again they are repeating the same.
No, but the DMK is saying the exact same thing about the BJP, Mr. Tirupati, which is that, for example, things like UCC have been mentioned previously in the manifesto. It's yet to be done. It's going to be mentioned in this manifesto, I'm sure.
No. See, I'll tell you what. If we mention UCC, definitely it will be done. We have told Ayodhya, Ram Mandir, legally, we have done it. We said CAA, we have done it. We said Article 370, we have done it. We have done whatever we have promised. But the DMK has not done anything. That's what I'm saying. DMK, they are talking about CAA or whatever it is. They are saying that they will bring down the petrol price to 75 rupees. How is that possible? They say 1,000 rupees they will give to all women in the country. More than 50 crores women are there. So is it possible? How will they give? What does that you have? What is the strategy you have? How will you earn? You say that the central government should not tax, but you want the you say now that central government will give 1,000 rupees per month to all ladies. See, this is really, I'm telling you, this is definitely, they are thinking that people are fools. That is what they are thinking.
Okay, one final answer from Dhanidharan. Dhanidharan, let's say, your ideal scenario of the India bloc coming to power doesn't happen. You've made promises of ensuring this step is taken, that step is taken, of providing money to poor women, etc. To what level are you going to go to ensure these promises are fulfilled? Let's say the DMK wins 39 seats, but in the center it's the BJP.
No, in that case, we will fight. We will raise our voices in the parliament and make sure it's ensured. And more important point, if you look when it payment of 1,000 rupees to all women in India. If you look, all the well-known economists from Thomas Piketty to Nobel Prize winner Abhijit Bennett, they're all saying universal basic income is needed in a country like India. So there is already a strategy written and is also given already. A lot of these economists have also written, and some Western countries are also following this. So if Tamil Nadu can give 1,000 rupees per month to women folk, why can't the union government give it? It can be easily done. And I don't think it's impossible. And these are the schemes by which we are taking Dravidian model of governance, that is inclusive growth across India. And again,
so is this an India bloc manifesto? Is this an India bloc manifesto? Is this an India bloc manifesto, Dhanidharan? Is this the manifesto for the Congress, for you, for every party that's part of the India bloc then?
No, see, listen, what I'm saying is, DMK is an integral part of the India alliance. And on nearly all the items which we are, the promises which we have made will definitely be fulfilled when India bloc will come to power, and you will see it. See, but what I'm also trying to say is that fuel prices 75 rupees is definitely possible, because until 2014 it was less than 75. It's only after BJP came to power the union taxes on petrol and diesel raised by 300% and 900%. State government in Tamil Nadu never raised the fuel tax.
I've run out of time. I'm wrapping this up. But essentially, we've heard from both the BJP and DMK on this issue. Mr. Narayanan Tirupati, my apologies. I don't have time to come back to you for a closing comment. I'd like to thank both you and Mr. Dhanidharan for joining us here on India Today. You've heard from both the BJP and the DMK on the promises made so far in the manifesto. And this is just the beginning, phase 1 of elections in Tamil Nadu. And already a lot that's happening also in alliances. So we're cutting across to a news break on that. So hectic parleys that have been underway through the last 24 hours in Tamil Nadu, with each party firming up alliances. The BJP now has gone ahead and more or less confirmed what their seat distribution will be like. 39 seats in Tamil Nadu. The PMK will contest in 10. TTV Dinakaran's AMMK has confirmed that they will fight on 2 seats. Now you've got several other parties like the Pudiya Neethi Katchi, which has been given 1 seat. The TMMK, which is John Pandian's party, 1 seat for them as well. So a lot of smaller parties also that are a part of the deal with the NDA. The Tamil Manila Congress, OPS, their talks are still underway. There's no seat-sharing deal decided yet on that front. But another big update that's come in today is that the AIA-DMK has finalized their alliance with DMDK, late Captain Vijayakant's party, helmed now by his wife Premalata Vijayakant. AIA-DMK has also allotted several seats to the DMDK that includes Chennai Central as well. Let me bring in Pramod Madhav on this broadcast for more. Pramod, just round up for us all that's happened as far as alliances go. The latest update, of course, is that AIA-DMK and the DMDK have finalized their seat-sharing deal. There's been a lot of talk that the DMDK would also seek a Rajya Sabha seat.
Absolutely, Akshita. When it comes to DMK, all the except for Congress Party, others have announced their candidates and the constituencies as well. Congress Party is waiting for the last leg of talks with the Delhi headquarters in Delhi, and that will be done. But NDA is rapidly moving, running fast, and as we speak, even today, seats were confirmed with India Makkal Kalvi Munnetra Kazhagam, one John Pandian's party, Tamilnaga Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam, and also IJK. But the major players like GK Vasan and OPS are yet to get their seats. In fact, TTV Dinakaran's Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam, TTV said that he was offered 2 seats. He was happy with 1 seat, but BJP has said that no, he has to contest in 2 seats, and he was okay with that. Except when we went over there, we saw O Paneerselvam. All this while he was speaking very confidently that he will also get the twin leaf symbol. But there seems to be some kind of issue, and sources claim that this is involving symbol only. In what symbol will he contest? Because AIDMK is holding tight to a twin leaf symbol, that is Edappadi K. Palaniswamy. So here it becomes an issue for OPS. So that talk is still continuing, Akshita.
All right. Thanks very much, Pramod, for joining us with all of those details. In the next 24 hours, you can expect more updates on exactly what seat-sharing deals will look like in Tamil Nadu for the upcoming elections. And let's get you all of the highlights of the candidate list that was released by the DMK earlier today. You've got some of the familiar faces like Kanimuri, Dayanidhi Maran, Tamirachi Tangapandian, T.R. Balu, A. Raja, all contesting from their strongholds, but several new entrants as well.
39 seats up for grabs in Tamil Nadu in the upcoming elections, and political temperatures are soaring in the state. The DMK has now released its candidate list. The familiar faces are there, and some surprises also picked by the DMK for the upcoming poll fight. Chief Minister M.K. Stalin released the candidate list in a massive event at the DMK headquarters, vowing to take on the BJP.
2014 ஆண்டு ஆட்சிக்கு வந்த பாசிச பாஜக இந்தியாவை எல்லா வகையிலும் மிக மோசமாக பாழ்படுத்திடுச்சு. கொடுத்த வாக்குறுதிகள் எதையும் பிரதமர் நரேந்திர மோடி தலைமையிலான அரசு நிறைவேற்றல. மொத்தத்தில் இந்தியாவில் இருந்த கட்டமைப்புகள் எல்லாத்தையும் சிறுக சிறுக சிதைச்சிட்டாங்க. தன்னுடைய கையில கிடைச்ச அதிகாரத்தை பாஜக அரசு வீணடித்து விட்டது என்பதுதான் உண்மை. இனியும் மோடி ஆட்சி தொடர்வது நாட்டுக்கு நல்லதல்ல.
The DMK has fielded Kanimuri from Thoothukudi, A. Raja from Nilgiris and Dayanidhi Maran from Chennai Central. India Today also spoke to the candidates, the familiar faces who are now in the poll fight.
So you have the 64-page manifesto here. It seems more like the manifesto for across India than Tamil Nadu.
Because it's an election for across India, it is a parliamentary election. So that is why we focus more on national issues.
How do you feel about contesting once again in Thoothukudi?
I'm very happy and grateful to the people of Thoothukudi and to my party leader who's given me an opportunity.
Manifesto is the cynosure of all the eyes. It is not only the manifesto for Tamil Nadu, but for the entire states of India. It has all the progressive announcements that will undo all the regressive laws which have been brought down by BJP.
The AIADMK meanwhile also released its first list of candidates and also confirmed an alliance with late Vijayakant's DMK.
AIADMK General Secretary Edapadi K. Palliswamy today released the party's first list of candidates for the upcoming 2024 general elections. Though several key allies have deserted the AIADMK and joined the NDA, the AIADMK sounds confident and they say that this election they are going to win big and they're going to defeat the BJP and the DMK. However, if you take a closer look at the first list that has been released, what is missing are the names of some of its senior leaders. This is probably an indication of the fact that the Dravidian major is facing one of its toughest electoral challenges this time around.
Tamil Nadu goes to polls in a month from now, on April 19th, and the DMK, AIADMK and BJP are now going full throttle in their campaign. With Shilpa Nair in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today.
And the BJP Central Election Committee, the poll panel meeting will be taking place in 2 days from now on March 22nd in the presence of Prime Minister Modi, JP Nada and Amit Shah. Now you can expect that the BJP will finally decide exactly what the candidate list for Tamil Nadu will look like, considering that Tamil Nadu goes to polls in phase 1. So that's why the BJP is pushing to ensure all alliance deals, all seat sharing talks are completed by then. Tomorrow you will have the top Tamil Nadu BJP leadership flying down to the national capital for a series of meetings before the CEC on Friday. Paulami Saha is joining us with more details on this. So Paulami, the BJP expected to finalize the candidate list for Tamil Nadu in just about 2 days from now. There's a lot of buzz over who will be contesting and who won't be, but they will be prioritizing Tamil Nadu because it falls in phase 1.
Absolutely. Yes, tomorrow, in fact, the core group of the BJP, as far as the state of Tamil Nadu is concerned, will be meeting. They will be meeting with the Home Minister, Mr. Amit Shah and JP Nada. This is part of the series of statewide core groups that are happening before, of course, the shortlist is presented before the Central Election Committee, which is chaired by the Prime Minister. So that meeting of the core group takes place tomorrow, where they will be finalizing for as many seats as possible, because like you pointed out, Tamil Nadu goes to polls in the first phase of the elections on the 19th of April itself. So that is going to be priority and focus. And as we know, there are several high-profile candidates already as far as the BJP is concerned who are possibly looking at being given a ticket, which includes the state president, Mr. Annamalai, as well as, of course, Bharati Srinivasan as well, who is the Mahila Morcha president, and then, of course, Tamilisai Soundararajan, who recently, of course, resigned as Telangana governor as well. There's been a lot of buzz around whether, one of the union ministers, including, Nirmala Sitharaman or Dr. S. Jayashankar, could be also in that candidate list as well. But that still is within the realm of speculation at the moment. But yes, we're expecting that the core group meets tomorrow, and the Central Election Committee will be deciding on the candidate list for Tamil Nadu, among other states, on the 22nd of March. And by the weekend, you will have the names.
All right. Thanks very much, Paul May, for that update.